Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So when we start studying Vedic scriptures, there are various different wonderful aspects that we'll come across. And just by understanding these aspects, which are always related to our life, we'll see that how we'll get a broader perspective of life. And there'll be so many wonderful things to learn and live by those principles. There's one very beautiful shloka from Srimad Bhagavad Gita that we'll discuss today. A very beautiful shloka which talks about a very important realization. Towards the end of the class, we'll discuss how this realization will benefit each one of us. Please repeat. Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddheshaya arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayaya. This is chapter 18, shloka 61. Very beautiful shloka. Here Krishna is telling Arjun, hey Arjun, I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramātmā. Where are you seated? Where is the heart? Heart is the part of a vehicle, a machine, yantra. And sitting there, I direct the wanderings of all the living entities. A very deep shloka to contemplate today. See, first and foremost, we need to understand that why do we have this body? Why do we have this yantra at the first go? See, first and foremost, we have come to this world to enjoy. You pick up anyone, including small kids, you'll find this one quality, enjoy. I'm here to enjoy. In fact, when people come for our sessions also, the newcomers, if you ask them, why did you come? I was searching for happiness. That's just another word of enjoy. So we all are here, all the living entities are here to enjoy independent of God, independent of Krishna. Therefore we are here. We want to lord it over this material nature. Therefore we are here. And since we want to become the Lord, and we cannot become the Lord in the spiritual realm, because there's only one Lord in the spiritual realm, and everyone is just a servant of the Lord. That's our constitutional position. So when we want to become the Lord sends us to this material world. Chalo, go. Play as much as you want. Become Lord as much as you want. And once you realize that you cannot become Lord, then we'll see. Go try your best. So in this way, out of our own free will, we have chosen to be here. Because sometimes people ask, why am I here? I don't know. Why did Lord put me here? The entire game is game of blame game. We are going through some suffering, some problem, and we'll try to find who is the cause of it. When we don't find anyone, he. Because of him. Why did he put me here? You'll not believe there are times when I've given discourses on this topic, similar topics, and at the end of the class, people come to fight. Why did Lord put me here? What did I do? Now, how will I know what you did in your past life? But one thing is very clear. Out of our own free will, we are here in this material world. And it's all about, there's only one thing that we want to do. We want to enjoy. Enjoy independent of Krishna. That's the only thing. We are here to fulfill our desires of enjoyment, of sense gratification. See, we are spirit soul. We are not this body. So we are here in this material world. It's full of matter. And we are spirit soul. So now, just for our understanding, say we go to some foreign country which is very cold. Now I have to adapt to that climate. So say it's a place where snow falls. And as an Indian, when I go there, with an Indian body, if I go there, so what all things I should do, tell me, to protect myself? Okay, I should put sweater. Thick one. Yes. And you have to put gloves also. We hardly put gloves here, you see. But there you have to put gloves.
Some mental adaptability.
Okay.
Mental thought.
Okay, yes, that is also there, yes. I've seen people wearing gumboots also. Yes. Cap also. Abhi bacha kaun sa part jo dhaka nahi ab tak? It's all covered. You see, to adapt ourselves to that new place, we wear different clothes. Similarly, we are here in this world and we are actually alien to this world. This full of matter and we are spirit soul. So we need to adapt to this world and therefore we have been given this body which is matter. So we are there in this world which is matter and this body is given to us which is matter so that we adapt to this world. And each one of us, we are trying our best to adapt to this world. And each one of us, we are trying to get as much as possible by exploiting this world we want to enjoy. Some people subconsciously, some people very actively, they're doing this. Therefore, this entire body is a vehicle that is given to us to survive in this alien place. To survive. Now, it's a very nice point. So, spirit soul in this body, there's a lot of incompatibility. Spirit soul is eternal, body is temporary. Spirit soul is full of ananda, this body is nirananda. Every part of the body has the power to give us pain. Do you all agree? Every part. Including the nail. Including the nail. Including the hair. Every part of this body has got the power to give us pain. So, we spirit soul, we are full of ananda. But then now we are covered with this matter, which is nirananda. We spirit soul were eternal, but this body is temporary. We spirit soul are full of knowledge, but this body is in ignorance. Sharira avidyajal. It's network of illusion. Network of ignorance. Therefore, we see spirit soul inside the body, and there's so much of incompatibility. We expect the body also to be eternal. We want the body also to be always full of ananda. We want the body to be full of knowledge. Therefore, various activities that we see in this world, we try our best to make the body also like the spirit soul. But can we do that? Is it possible? Impossible. How can you convert matter to spirit? And therefore, we will see that spirit soul in the body is always struggling. Always struggling. And this is what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. Please repeat. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. This is chapter 15, shloka 7, where Krishna is saying, Mamaivamsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. All these living entities are sanatan, eternal. And they're my amsha. They're my part and parcel, my fragment. Now what has happened? Manasasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Now they are doing sangharsh in this world. They're struggling in this world. Stuck in the mind, with the mind and all the senses. They're stuck. So in this way we see that we're actually struggling. And this incompatibility, sometimes it goes to such an extent that people want to divorce this body forcefully. And that's called suicide. You see? But then he is not peaceful after that. And people say, R.I.P., rest in peace. It doesn't work like that, sorry. There's a process to rest in peace. We cannot just rest in peace like this. So the point is incompatibility. So this body is made of material energy. Or I can say this vehicle is constructed by Maya, material energy. Therefore, based on our desires, we get a certain type of vehicle. Which the person who has a specific desire to enjoy in a specific way, for that a specific vehicle is given. This is that vehicle that we have got based on our desires. And since we are in this alien world with this vehicle, as per our desire, there's a lot of incompatibility, and therefore no one in this material world on the material platform can be fully satisfied. Not possible. You pick up anyone in the history on the material platform, even if they have everything, there is no question of full satisfaction. No question. Do you all agree? You all can do some research and try to find out if anyone has got full satisfaction on the material platform. No, not possible. Now see, the best part is, yantra is given to us. We are arudha. We are there on this yantra. You can imagine a car, and we are sitting in the car to drive the car. That is what is our position. But one thing is there, we have come here to enjoy independent of the Lord. But you know what? We are dependent on the Lord for everything. Anything you take up, we are dependent on the Lord for everything. We cannot enjoy without the assistance of the Lord, without the empowerment of the Lord. Not possible. So it's very funny. We have come here into this material world to enjoy independent of the Lord, but we cannot be independent of the Lord. We cannot enjoy independent of the Lord. We need Lord's help. Therefore, you know what Lord does? Lord also comes with us. Where are we in this body? Where are we in this body? Huh? Okay, we're invisible, but then there is some place where we reside. We are residing in the region of the heart. Spirit soul resides in the region of the heart. And you know what? Lord also comes and sits beside the spirit soul in the region of the heart. And he is called as Paramātmā. We are Atma and he is Paramātmā. We are stuck in this body, but he, out of his own sweet will, he comes and sits beside us. Why? Because we alone cannot do anything in this world, just to help us to fulfill our desires. See, sometimes when, I don't know how many of you have seen, maybe people who are married, having kids can relate more. Sometimes small kids cry, take me to park, take me to park. And parents, after hearing that again and again, they'll take them to the park. Now see, they'll say you can go. Okay, you have my permission. But the kid cannot go by itself. Because he has to cross the road. He has to understand where to go, etc. So parents themselves will take the kid. Now kid is sitting on the seesaw, or kid is sitting on the swing. What are parents doing? They also sit on the seesaw, on the swing. What do? They keep watching. They keep watching. This is exactly what Paramātmā does. So they stand and watch at the kid. Similarly, the Paramātmā is also watching all of us, we kids, trying to play in this park. Jurassic Park, eh? What is this park? So how does Lord comes and sits besides us is very important to understand, a very technical detail. So I'll not go too technical, but just for your information. See, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first expansion of Krishna is Balram. From Balram comes Adi Chaturvyuha, that is Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudev. Then from Sankarshan we have Narayan. And from Lord Narayan then we have Dvitiya Chaturvyuha. Again we have Mahasankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudev. From this Mahasankarshan comes Mahavishnu. So just remember Mahavishnu, no need to remember the previous chart. Mahavishnu. Many people talk about Mahavishnu. So here is Mahavishnu. So from Mahavishnu's each pore, when he breathes out, many universes come out. Then Mahavishnu, he enters each universe as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, a lotus sprouts, and on that lotus, someone takes birth. Who is that? Brahma takes birth. Now, Lord has already created the universe Already all the elements of earth, water, fire, air, ether, etc. are available. So what Brahma does is, uses all of them to do the secondary creation. So what we see is secondary creation. And then now, when the secondary creation is done, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, he enters each and every atom as Shirodakashaya Vishnu. And he is called as Paramātmā. Here comes the description of Paramātmā. Therefore, it is described very beautifully in Brahma Samhita. Andantarastha paramānu chayantarastam. It is said, he is there in each and every atom, every paramānu. He is there. He is there as Paramātmā. And he is also there in our heart, sitting beside us. Now, this question comes that, say, in the family there are two kids, and both the kids want to go to two different parks. So what will the parents do? What do you think logically?
Convince one.
I convince one. Okay, that's a very intelligent one, but normally kids don't get convinced. Yes. Logically, what the mother and father will do?
One will go with one.
Oh, it's simple. One will go with one child, another will go with another child. I don't know what if there are three kids and all three wants to go to a different park. Can parents expand themselves? And look at us. We are those notorious kids and we all want to be in different direction. Each one of us, we are different, you see? Each one of us. And can you imagine? Our eternal Father is there with each and every one of us. Now someone might ask, how is it possible? It is possible because he has a very, very special quality. Please repeat. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Chapter 18, last chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Shloka 78. Last shloka. Here one word is very, very important in our discussion. Yogeshwara. Yoga Ishwara. So he is the supreme mystic, supreme yogi. He is controller of all the yogic siddhis, all the powers. He is that personality. Therefore he can expand. Let's go a little more deeper. Let me take you to a different concept of mystics. See, any mystic who has attained some higher realms of mysticism, they have the power to expand themselves to maximum 8 forms. 8 possible. That's given in Shastra. And there are people in the past who have done this. But there is one flaw in this expansion. You know what is the flaw? Flaw is when the original one lifts one hand, others will also lift the same hand. You understood the point? It's almost like going to a mall where all televisions are kept, all TVs. And same channel is played in all of them. Same actor is there in all of them. So whatever the actor is doing in one TV, same thing you'll see in other TVs also. That type of expansion. That to maximum 8. And look at our Yogeshwara Krishna. He can expand unlimited. This is the first thing. If I ask how many living entities are there in this creation, what will be the answer? Can we count? In this room itself we cannot count. If I ask how many living entities are there, maybe you can say in this room X number of human beings are sitting. But what about the ants? What about the microorganisms that we cannot see? And don't know some hidden insects here and there. We are the minority, they are the majority. Like that, infinite living entities. And our Lord, Yogeshwara, He enters the heart of each and every living entity. So infinite incarnations. Now it's not that like those yogis where whatever the original person does, even the other expansions also do the same. No, not like that. He independently acts for each and every living entity. So here comes the speciality of our Yogeshwara Krishna. First, infinite expansions. Second, all of them act independently. This is the wonderful aspect of the Lord. And this personality, he expands and he is there in the region of the heart. Riddheshe. That's what is the line that is used. Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddheshe arjuna tishtati. So where is Lord Sthita? Where is he situated? He is situated in the heart. Okay, a little tricky question. So when the heart transplant is done, when the heart is removed, so what do you say? What will happen? Paramātmā also? No? Sure? Jivatma and Paramātmā both out of the heart. And then the surgeon will take the Paramātmā, Jivatma, put it in another heart and then put that back. See, it is called as Riddh Deshe Arjuna Tishtati. The region of the heart. Not the physical heart, the region of the heart. So Lord is situated there in the region of the heart with the Jivatma. Now sometimes people say that he is my very, very close friend. I think I should say she. She is my very, very close to my heart. How much close to your heart? Tell me, how much close to your heart? As close as Paramātmā? Question. Is that possible? Anyone in this world can be as close as Paramātmā. He is the closest companion of each one of us. Closest companion. No one can be more closer than the Lord. No one. We are there and then just besides us. He is sitting just besides us. He is the closest. He is the closest. Unfortunately, we have forgotten him. Unfortunately, we don't realize his presence so close to us. How does he look? How does Paramātmā look? Very beautifully it is described in 2nd canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Please repeat. Kechit svadehantar hridaya vakashe pradesha matram purusham vasantam chatur bhujam kanjarathanga shankha Gadadharam Dharanaya Smaranti. So first and foremost, Lord is there in Hridaya. He is there in the region of the heart. This is the first thing that is told here. Second is Pradesha Matram. Pradesha Matram means he is situated in our heart. Maximum 8 inches is what is the size of the Lord. That's how he is situated in that particular size. 8 inches. Pradesha. And how does he appear? He has got Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. He is standing. He is standing on the lotus of the heart of the devotee, of the living entity. He is standing with holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And it is described that he wears Pitambara Vastara, yellow garment. Vaijayanti Mala. Yes, Kaustuba. There's Srivatsa. There's a golden strike on the chest towards the right. And he has beautiful ornaments that he's wearing. A beautiful crown and the armlets and the bracelets and the rings and whatnot. Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful description. Right from his lotus feet, where he's wearing anklets, till the top to his crown. Very, very beautiful. It is described that Lord is always having that blissful face, looking at his devotees and always smiling. Very, very beautiful smiling face. This is the Lord standing in the heart of every living entity. Only standing in the heart of followers of Sanatana Dharma or others also? What do you say? Someone might say that I'm a Muslim, so he's not there in my heart. I'm a Christian, so he's not there in my heart. Only he's in the heart of the Hindus. See, Bhagavad Gita is for Sanatana Dharma. Sanatan means eternal for everyone. It's not for Hindus or Muslims or Christians or something like that. Can you imagine? Bhagavad Gita is such a wonderful book, such a wonderful scripture for entire humanity. Entire humanity. For entire humanity. And Lord does not make any difference. Okay, he says I'm Nirakar, so I'll not go into his heart. Oh, he worships me as Sakar, so I'll get into his heart. No. Oh, he's an atheist. No, I'll not go into his heart. He does not believe me. You're an atheist. You're some other faith. You're old, you're young. You're a dog, you're a cat. doesn't matter for the Lord. Lord says, here is my part and parcel. My kid is here. I will go and stay beside him. If the Lord is there. Isn't that the very wonderful broad perspective given by Srimad Bhagavad Gita? Therefore here it is said, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. He is the master of all the living entities. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Riddhesha Arjuna Tishtati. In the Ridadesha, region of the heart, he is situated. All the living entities' heart is situated. Now, he is situated in the heart. But then what does he do sitting and standing in the heart, holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, always smiling? What is he doing there? What are the functions of Paramātmā? Very fascinating to know this. And again, very technical. Let's see what Bhagavad Gita says. Please repeat. Upadrashtanumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwarah Paramatmeti chapyukto dehesmin purushah para. The first thing that is said is upadrashta. Upadrashta means seer, overseer. He's seeing. He's there besides us and he's watching. Mundaka Upanishad, it gives a very beautiful analogy. It says that Jivatma, Paramatma in the body are like two birds sitting on the branch of a tree. And this tree has got a lot of fruits. One bird is eating the fruit, another bird is watching. Okay, simple question. So who is the bird who is eating the fruit? Jivatma or Paramatma?
Jivatma.
Now only another one remains. Paramatma, that bird is watching. Okay, another question. Are the fruits sweet, bitter, sour?
All.
That's a right answer. All of three. All the three. In fact, I don't know, there might be some other tastes also. What are these fruits that the bird is tasting? And he's making faces also. And another bird is watching. And another bird is smiling. So what are these fruits?
Whatever we do.
Yeah, happiness, misery.
Whatever we do.
Okay, whatever activities we do and whatever reactions we get in return. The results that we get, these fruits are nothing but the results. So we are tasting the results. And those results make us sometimes distressed, and the same results make us sometimes very happy. And sometimes we are somewhere in between, tending to suffering or tending to happiness. Sometimes we're neutral, we don't know what next. So these are the different fruits, which the bird is tasting. Okay, another question. So the bird who is eating the fruit, is he looking towards another bird or is he looking away from the bird? What do you say?
Looking towards the fruits.
He's looking towards the fruit? Sure, everyone. And actually that's the right answer. So we have one bird here, another bird is looking this side and is busy eating fruit. This situation technically is called as Bahirmukha. Lord is here and we are looking away from the Lord. This is called as Bahirmukha. And you know what? Lord is waiting. Kabhi paltega ye? When will he turn? When will he turn towards me? See, Lord has really a very, very complicated job to do. Huh? You remember I told His Lord is there in each and everyone's heart. And how many such hearts are available? Infinite. And every living entity's activities are different. Now, if I have to count, what are the different activities that I did from my childhood till now, including the breathing and the flow of blood and everything in the body. Again, infinite activities. The thoughts that we get, are those finite? Even now when we are sitting here in a discourse, continuous infinite thoughts will keep going on and on and on. And the Lord, He keeps a watch on each and every activity that we are doing. And the best part, He remembers all of it. He remembers all of it. We might forget, but He will not forget. He keeps track of all our desires. We might forget what we desired in the past. But He keeps a track of all our desires. He keeps a track of all the karmic reactions that we're supposed to get. Whatever activities we did, uska reaction, papa punya, He remembers. And the best part, He delivers that at the right time. ऐसे कभी नहीं होगा कि I got little more quota than what I deserve. No, not possible. Be it happiness or be it distress. उतना ही मिलेगा जितना मिलना चाहिए. Precision. This is called as precision. Flawless. There can be no flaw when it comes to execution by Lord Himself. And this Lord who is always watching, a spectator, who is always, and He is recording each and every activity that we are doing. But you know what? It's not just audio recording, it's video also. At the time, after death, say we are taken to the abode of Yamraj. And there he says, तूने ये पाप किया है. So we can say, no, that मैंने तो नहीं किया ये. मैं तो नहीं किया. Now Yamraj will show, I have got the recordings directly sent to me in a drive. I'll play. He plays. HD एकदम देखो देखो 60 करके बजाता होगा सबको. देखो ये तू ही है ना, तू ही है कि नहीं. And we might be wondering, कहाँ से मिला इसको CCTV footage? 24/7 there's a recording that is going on. Even if we are there in the darkest of the darkest, loneliest place, still there is a HD recording going on with full focus. Full focus. And every bit of our life is recorded. Paramātmā is recording. So now, each one of us, unfortunately, we are looking away from the Lord and Lord is waiting. And we are thinking, I'll eat this fruit and I'll be happy. Oh, kadwa nikalta hai. Oh, maybe that fruit I'll be happy. Maybe little taste, sweetness we get and we think, oh, maybe another fruit will be more tastier. And then that becomes bitter. And like this, sour, bitter, sweet, pungent, we are tasting the fruits of this world. We are in great illusion. The only thing that we have to do is turn towards the Lord. From Bahir Mukha, we have to become Samukha. Just looking towards the Lord and all the illusion will be removed. So this process where we come together and when we study Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, when we do Kirtan, when we do Japa, it's a way where we are trying to turn towards the Lord. It is the way where it's a process by which we are trying to turn towards the Lord. Therefore, the first function of Paramātmā is Upadrashta. He observes. He is a seer. He witnesses all that we do. Second thing is Anumanta. There's a second thing. Now see, when the Lord is there so close to us, He knows everything about us, including our desires. You might say that so and so person is very, very close friend of mine. And you might share also a great deal of thoughts that you have in your mind. You might share that. But if I ask you that, are you able to share all the 100% of the thoughts that you have, the desires that you have in your heart with your very, very closest friend in this world? And the answer is no, not possible. There might be some things we want to hide. There's some things which we want to keep it to ourselves only, not share with anyone. And even those things, Paramātmā knows. He's so close that all our desires are known by Paramātmā. All our desires. And you know what? He is the one. He is personally here with us to fulfill our desires. Wow. Therefore, I always say Paramātmā is acting like a secretary. We are such great personalities that Supreme Lord has come to become a secretary. He has an infinite page and infinite pen. And then He goes on writing whatever desires we have. And you know what? When we desire something, Lord sanctions that desire. Okay, question to all of you. Lord sanctions all our desires? No. Which desires He sanctions? Based on what He sanctions our desire? Okay, our karma account. What we deserve, based on that, He sanctions a particular desire. Based on the quota of Papa and Punya, the desires are sanctioned. It's very funny in this world. People think by working very, very hard, I'll become very rich. Hey, stupid fellow. How can that be possible? There are people who work very, very hard. You take up any labor who is working on a construction site. How much hard work they do the entire day. Personally, I was overseeing some activities in one of our centers, some construction activity. And there I was observing how much hard work, the big, big stones they're lifting. They're sweating like anything. And sometimes to finish the work, they're skipping their meals also. They're delaying their meals. I'm seeing so much hard work. And at the end of the day, maximum what they get is 1,000 or 1,200. Maximum. That's the labor charge. So they are the ones who work very hard. But why are they not becoming rich? Similarly, you might see your maybe relatives or friends or whoever. There are people who work very hard, but then they're struggling. They're struggling to earn money. But then there are some who hardly work, but then there's so much of money. And the others are looking at him, अरे ये कुछ भी नहीं कि इतना पैसा कहाँ से आया इसके पास? And then people say, Lord is not doing justice. Lord is not doing justice. मतलब तू गधे जैसा काम करेगा तो Lord should reciprocate, is it? So Lord fulfills our desires based on the papa and punya quota that we have. Very important point to note. Therefore, I always tell all my students, yes, we have to work, we have to give our 100% in this material world, no doubt. But we have to focus more on our spiritual growth because that is there in our hands. Material growth is not there in our hands. Not there. If it has to come, it will come. I can give in writing if you want. I'll sign also today's date. And I'll quote a shloka from Gita or Bhagavad to substantiate this. Even if you work little, whatever you're supposed to get, you will get. One of my students heard this statement of mine in one of the class. And then he decided that, okay, let me see. This really goes like this. And that particular year, he was not trying for promotion. He was doing his work because I always say that whatever you're doing, you should give your 100% in that. He was working, giving his 100% and all that. And then he calls me and he says, Prabhuji, I didn't try, but you know what? I've been promoted to so-and-so position and my salary hike is so-and-so. And he was so happy. I said, wow, that's wonderful. And he said, Prabhu, whatever you said from Shastra, it actually works. It has to work. It is simple. It's not spiritual. It is still on a material platform. It is just the philosophy of karma. What else it is? It has to work. Therefore, I feel very pity on those youth boys who come for our programs. And they say, Prabhuji, एक बार मैं settle हो जाऊं जीवन में, फिर मैं भक्ति seriously करूंगा. फिर आप जितना माला बोलोगे उतना माला करेंगे. अरे ऐसा सब नहीं होता है. क्या settle? How can someone settle in this material world? Tell me. Whatever is supposed to come will come. And whatever is supposed to go, even if you try hard to hold it, it will go. It cannot stay with you. Not possible. Not possible at all. There are people, it's very funny. There are people who earn a lot of money and keep it in the locker of the bank, or gold or whatever. And then when there's robbery in the bank, it's all gone. Gone. And there are times when person's wallet, by mistakenly from the bag, it has fallen on the street. And after going home, he realizes that, oh, my wallet is missing. And then he goes tracking through the same path and he finds his wallet as it is. And all the money is intact. How does all this happen? Quota. Quota is fixed. Therefore, the quota of material prosperity or whatever is supposed to get materially on the material platform is fixed. An intelligent person is the one who understands this and focuses on the spiritual aspect. He understands, okay, spiritual life में ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए. Material part में जो आना है वो आके रहेगा. Yes. So the point is that materially, whatever the person is supposed to get, that person will get. Yes. Therefore, focus on the spiritual aspect of life is very, very important, which people miss out. And they think, नहीं यहाँ ज़्यादा मेहनत करना है. Spiritual तो चलता रहेगा. Old होने के बाद करेंगे. Retire होने के बाद करेंगे. No. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Therefore, looking at our Papa Punya Kota, Lord fulfills our desire. This is the point that I want to make. But then people ask, if that is the case, then why to pray? What do you say? Huh? He is merciful anyways. Okay, he can forgive your bad deeds. No, I'm talking about people going and asking the Lord, give me this, give me that.
So because those are material desires that we are asking the Lord, but the end goal is not that. The end goal is to exit the cycle.
Acceptable. What else? Should we pray to the Lord? Anyways, it is fixed. It's supposed to come. It will come. Why pray to the Lord, give me this, give me that? See, ideally, we should be praying for something which is spiritual. Lord will give, no doubt. But still, if material desires are haunting us, there's nothing wrong in going and praying to the Lord. But also the statement is there that whatever is supposed to come will come. Then what's the use of praying? You know what happens when we pray to the Lord? Our connection gets more and more stronger with the Lord since we're praying to Him. At least for that reviving of connection with the Lord, we should offer prayers. Yes. Ideally, we shouldn't ask anything material. But if at all we want to ask also, there is no problem, we can ask. After all, He's our parent. Why not ask Him? So every time when we approach Him to ask something, there's nothing wrong in that. On a very basic level of spiritual practice, very, preliminary level of spiritual practice, filled with material desires, and always go and ask Him, no problem. Because with that, what happens is every time when we approach the Lord and say, oh Lord, please, I want this. If you so desire, please fulfill this particular desire of mine. Every time when we pray to the Lord looking at Him, our connection with Him becomes more and more stronger. And more the stronger connection, more faster the purification. Yes. Therefore, praying is very, very important. It's important. But an intelligent person is the one who will not pray for material things. He will pray for spiritual advancement. He'll tell the Lord, oh Lord, I'm so fallen. Please help me to advance in spiritual life. I want to chant more. I want to read more. I want to go deeper and deeper in spiritual realizations. Please help me, O Lord. Lord will help. Lord will help. No doubt He will help. So in this case of where Lord is sanctioning our desires based on what we deserve is a very important concept to note. So Lord is there sitting beside our heart. He knows our desire. He notes down and He fulfills our desire based on our Papa Punya Kota. I heard a very wonderful thing. Say I don't deserve, but I have a desire. I'm a very, very poor person and I have a desire that I should have a lot of money. You know what Lord does? He notes down. And then He pushes the living entity to do more punya by doing various activities that will give him more punya. And then when punya is enough, then Lord fulfills that desire. Isn't that wonderful? He inspires the devotee. He inspires the person. Okay, you do this activity. You do that activity. So this is a very touching point which I heard. I felt how much the Lord is doing. How much? Coming back to our discussion. So Lord is sanctioning our desire based on Papa and Punya. So now who materializes that desire is a very important question here. So we Jivatmas only can desire. Paramātmā sanctions our desire based on Papa and Punya. And here comes the role of Prakriti, Maya. Yantra Rudhani Maya. So now Prakriti, she will materialize that desire. So now, for your information, Prakriti works directly under the guidance of the Lord, supervision of the Lord. Lord Himself is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Please repeat. Maya dhakshena Prakriti Suyate sa characharam Hetunanena kaunteya Jagat viparivartate. Here Lord is saying, Maya adhyakshena, under my supervision, under my directions, this material energy will work. She works. Therefore it is said, without the permission of the Lord, even a leaf cannot move in this world. Have you heard this dialogue? People tell this dialogue. Nothing can move in this world without the sanction of the Lord. Even a leaf cannot move. And that's actually a fact. Without Lord's sanction, nothing can happen in this world. So Lord is personally sanctioning. Personally. And when He sanctions, He gives direction to Prakriti, Prakriti will do that. I was very amazed to know that even lifting of the hand. So I'm desiring, therefore I'm able to lift my hand. It is so flawless activity, in a flawless process, where I'm desiring and Lord is involved here, He is sanctioning, He tells Prakriti, okay, yes, this is possible. He can do that, and then we raise the hand. Now, if we ask any medical expert, what all things happen when I raise my hand, he can tell it much better. Which nerves gets activated, which muscles are getting activated, how the blood is flowing, what are different things taking place when I'm raising my hand. Now, I have a desire to raise the hand, but then my karmic reactions are not good. Maybe some sins I've committed. I want to raise my hand, but then that cannot be sanctioned. Therefore, at that time, the direction is given to Prakriti, and after all, this entire body is what is constructed by Prakriti herself, by external energy. This entire body is constructed by material energy of Krishna. So you know what she will do? She will do the needful where these muscles will not be able to move and the person will not be able to raise his hand. And that situation is called as paralysis. Yes. Simple activities I'm talking about. Blinking of the eyes, raising of the hand, walking. Simple activities. But then, when I don't deserve to do, or when I don't deserve to get that desire fulfilled of doing simple activities also, so and so things will take place. Paralysis or something with the legs or hands or whatever. So in this way, this entire thing takes place. Entire thing. Therefore, when we understand such deeper aspects of life, the only thing the person can do is just become devotee of the Lord. He understands that how this entire thing works and how helpless the person is. But there are some people who might say a criminal. He says that I murdered that person, but I am not responsible. Lord is responsible. Because He sanctioned it. Okay, tell me, what is your answer for this? Firstly, is he right or is he wrong? Who is responsible? He is responsible, Lord is responsible. Or He is responsible. Okay, prove that point. How He is responsible and not the Lord? Okay, the desire was His. Okay. It was His free will. See, when it comes to Lord, in general, for public who are not surrendered unto Him, He is a neutral judge. That's it. He just sees, okay, you have this desire to do this. Okay, chalo, aapka papa punya dekhte hai. Okay, you have enough punya. Okay, chalo, you can do whatever. He's allowed. That is sanctioned. So it's almost like a judge who gives judgment. The same judge is giving punishment to someone and reward to someone else. Similarly, our Lord, in that neutral position, He also does the same. He fulfills our desire based on papa punya. Therefore, if I ask this question, is He fulfilling this desire willingly or unwillingly? What will be your answer? Now, when someone is desiring something nonsense, is Lord fulfilling that desire willingly or unwillingly? Unwillingly. Maybe we can put it as passive will and active will. So, passive will of the Lord, He is neutral and He just allows, okay, chalo, you have this enough quota of papa and punya, okay, this desire can be fulfilled. Active will of the Lord means doing what the Lord wants. If the person is doing what the Lord wants. So, Lord, personally, He intervenes in the life of that surrendered devotee and He decides, usko dena chahiye, nahi dena chahiye. He personally intervenes. Therefore, for common public, when common public say, ये तो भगवान ने किया है मेरे साथ, नहीं, sorry. इसका तो आपका फंडा क्लियर नहीं है. If you are not a surrendered soul Lord will not bother to interfere and change your desires. No. So, for a surrendered soul, Lord sees, okay, he's desiring this, but I feel if this desire is fulfilled, he'll go away from me. I'll not fulfill this desire. So, Lord is very possessive about those who are very surrendered to him. So, Lord, he sees, okay, this is good for him, this is not good for him. So, he'll give what is good for him, and he'll not give what is not good for him. Therefore, many people in India, they don't go to Krishna to pray. They know that he is such a parent, he'll give only what is good for me. Therefore, many people don't go. Only those who want to spiritually advance, those who want to break the cycle of birth and death, they are the ones who approach Krishna and surrender unto him. Yes. Very, very wonderful things when we go through all these different concepts. So in this way, Lord is acting as a sanctioner. He sanctions the desire of the living entity based on their karmic credits, karmic reactions. So Upadrashta, he is a seer. Anumanta, he is a sanctioner. Next word is Maheshwara. Upadrashta, Anumanta cha bharta bhokta Maheshwara. Maheshwara. Ishwara means controller. Maha-Ishwara means he is supreme controller. A very beautiful shloka again from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, shloka 15. Please repeat. Sarvasya chaham Hridi sannivishto Matta smritir Jnanam apohanam cha. So here in these two lines, Lord is telling Arjun, hey Arjun, I am situated in each and everyone's heart as Ishvara, as controller. And what do I do sitting in the heart? I am the one who is giving smriti, apohanam, jnana. I am the one who is giving remembrance. I am the one who is giving forgetfulness. And I am the one who is giving knowledge. Lord himself is saying this. Let's discuss a little bit on this now. Again, a very fascinating and very wonderful understanding given in Bhagavad Gita. See, when we change the body at the time of death, Dehantara, technically that is called as Dehantara. So I don't remember my past life. I don't remember. All of us, or I should say majority of the human beings on this planet will not remember their past life. If someone remembers the past life, it's a great misery. It's a great punishment. So who makes us forget? This Ishvara who is sitting in the heart. He makes us forget that. Next, all the desires that I had are still there in the stock. And who reminds us, now it's the time to fulfill that desire that you had in your past life. Or in this life, in your childhood, or in this, maybe a couple of years back you had this desire. Go and fulfill this desire. Who reminds us that? Who gives remembrance? Who gives knowledge to do that? Very, very, very simple, striking example. When the calf takes birth from the womb of a cow, so as all of us know, the calf falls on the ground. For a human baby, at least the mother takes the baby and puts the nipple of the breast into the mouth of the baby. But when it comes to cow, the cow is tied. It gives the birth. I don't know how many of you have seen the calf gets up, stands on its legs, it goes directly to the udder of the cow and starts sucking the milk from the udder. Now comes the question, किसने training दिया? Who gave the training? Who gave the training? Who gave the understanding that अभी यहाँ से उठ के वहीं जाना है, वहाँ दूध मिलेगा? Who gave the training? Paramātmā. Even for a human child, okay, mother's breast nipple is put into the mouth of the baby, but who gives the knowledge and remembrance that you have to suck the breast to get the milk? Can you imagine? He is the one who is sitting in the heart and giving us that remembrance and knowledge what is supposed to be done and when it is supposed to be done. Even in that most ignorant state, in childhood, when the baby is in the cradle, the baby is almost like an animal. कुछ नहीं समझता है, कुछ भी नहीं समझता है. Fully in ignorance. Even in that ignorance, Paramatma is the one who is giving remembrance. He is the one who is giving knowledge. And He is the one, as we keep growing in our life through various traumatic situations, so that we live a normal life and don't get traumatized, don't get too much affected by all those traumatic situations and experiences. He makes us forget that. It's not every moment we remember. Have you noticed? Each one of us, we might have had some bad experience in the past. It's not every moment we remember. Exclusively अगर आग बंद करके सोचेंगे तो शायद याद आए. But just like that we might not. Who is doing that? Lord is doing that. Therefore, Lord is situated in the heart of the living entities as Ishvara. He is the one who gives smriti, the remembrance, jnana, knowledge, apohanam, forgetfulness. He is doing that. Prabhupada writes, required knowledge is supplied to the living entity and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. This is what the Lord is doing as Ishvara. And not just for us. For all the 33 crore Devi Devtas, Lord is sitting in the heart of them. They are controllers, no doubt. There's a Devta who is sitting on our eyelids and blinking our eyes. There's a Devta who is there to clear our bowel system, taking care of digestion. Devta who is there who gives strength to our hands. So all these Devtas who control us are controlled by the Paramatma who is sitting in their hearts. Isn't that wonderful? In fact, recently I had given a session on who is superior, demigods or pure devotees. In that one concept I had explained that when someone goes and prays to a Devata, so when he offers a prayer, who is the one who is fulfilling the prayer or the desire of the person who is praying? And the answer is Paramatma inside the heart of Devata. He is doing that. So in this way we understand he is Mahaishvara. He is controller ka controller. He is Maheshwara. So Lord is that Maheshwara who controls even the controllers of this entire cosmic manifestation. Therefore, it's called as Maheshwara. Another two words which are there in this very wonderful shloka is Bharta and Bhokta. Bharta means he is the master, he is the maintainer. Bhokta means he is a real enjoyer. Again, it's very nice to note. We are conditioned living entities and we are fully controlled. And who is controlling us? Three modes of material nature are controlling us. Sattva gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. This is exactly what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, shloka 27. Please repeat. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimoodatma kartaham iti manyate. Here Lord is saying, Moodhatma. ऐसे straight गाली दे रहे. Foolish person. Who is that foolish person? Foolish person is the one who thinks, I am the master. I am the controller. I am doing it. Lord is saying, Rehne de. You are not the one who is doing. Prakriti's gunas are doing it. Sattva gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. They are the ones who are controlling the person. See, our situation is almost like a puppet. We have strings and those strings are controlled by the Prakriti. वैसे एक string को ऊपर करेगी and then we behave in certain way. But the best part is, she is controlling us and she is controlled by the Lord. Therefore is Maheshwara. And specifically here, why we are called as Moodha? Because we think that I am master. We think that I am enjoyer. But actually, the Supreme Master, the Supreme Maintainer and the Supreme Enjoyer is Paramatma here, the Supreme Lord. Therefore, he is called as Bharta and he is called as Bhokta. When we might say that I am the master of the house, I am the enjoyer, Lord might be laughing sitting in the heart, useless fellow. I am not you. I am the one who is the Supreme Enjoyer. I am the one who is the Supreme Maintainer. Many times, unfortunately, people who are not spiritually mature, they think, this person is maintaining me. Oh, that person is maintaining me. Actually, it's only Lord who is maintaining. Therefore, it's Bharta. Eko bahunam ya vidadati kaman. He's singular, he's one. He's maintaining infinite living entities. He is the same personality who gives a milligram of food to the ants every day. He's the same person who gives tons of food every meal to the elephants in the African jungles. Every meal I'm talking about. Tons of food. So he's the one who is doing that. So now, any intelligent person who understands this, that without Lord's sanction, my desires cannot be fulfilled. He is the one who is maintaining me. And how I am controlled, how I am helpless. Such a person will never be proud in life. Never. Therefore, you will see a mature spiritualist will never be proud of anything. If someone comes and glorifies him, Prabhu, you did so wonderful thing, was such wonderful service. He'll not take it to his heart. He'll just pass it on to the Lord. By Lord's mercy, this is happening. And actually, that is the fact. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahitar Pravartan. Without Krishna's empowerment, we cannot do anything. Therefore, spiritualists are not proud because they understand these deeper aspects of life. And you know who will be proud? The ones who are ignorant of all this wonderful knowledge. So, after understanding all this, an intelligent person is the one who completely surrenders onto Krishna. He surrenders. He surrenders onto Krishna. And to such a surrendered soul, Lord will personally instruct. A perverted example of this. This was in the mid of 1960s. Today I was reading this article. There was a serial killer. His name was Raman Raghav. A serial psycho. This person would kill anyone who is sleeping on the street, going to the slums and killing them. Would have some hammers and stones and just go and just break the head of people and kill them. Like that, he killed 41 people in mid-60s, 1960s. So when he was caught, when he was asked that why are you doing this? You know what he said? Lord is instructing me and therefore I am doing this. इसको कहते हैं perverted example of the concept where Lord is instructing surrendered soul. Okay, so let me ask you this question. When he's saying that Lord is instructing me, therefore I am murdering people, is it the right thing? If no, then why? So now one concept is clear, that when a surrendered soul, or when a soul who is surrendered completely to the Lord, his entire life is service of the Lord personally instructs such a wonderful devotee. Okay? This is very clear. But those people who are not surrendered to the Lord, like common public like us, so how will we get the instructions of the Lord? How will we get instructions of the Lord? He has already given the instructions. Where? He has given the instructions in scriptures, in Bhagavad Gita. So those people who are not surrendered to the Lord completely, they cannot say Lord is instructing me from within. No, they cannot say this. For them, Lord will not give instruction from within. The instructions are already given in the form of scriptures. And that he's supposed to follow. Not whimsically say that Lord is telling me to do something from within. Why is it that those people who are not surrendered to the Lord will not be able to hear the Lord's voice? As Paramātmā? Simple. Say you go to a place where there's a lot of chaos. A lot of people are speaking. And your friend from far is trying to speak to you. Will not be able to hear. Will not be able to hear at all. Similarly now, in our contaminated state, where we have so many sense gratificatory desires, you know what is happening? There's so many voices within that will not be able to hear the voice of Paramātmā. Will not be able to hear. So it is foolishness to say that Lord is telling me to do this, therefore I am doing this. Many times in different programs when I go, there are people who have asked this question. It's a frequently asked question. How to understand which voice is Lord's voice? What do you say for this? There are multiple voices and then I'm hearing all that. How to understand? Okay, it aligns with the scriptures. Very nice. Yes. I always tell them, don't bother about which voice is Lord's voice. With your voice, you read scriptures and try to understand what is given in scriptures and try to follow what is Lord telling us to do. Only when we align, see, even when it comes to radios in the past, only when you tune into a particular frequency, then you can hear the sound. Otherwise, just noise. Similarly, only when we tune into the frequency of purity, purity of purpose, purity of intentions, purity at all the levels, kaya, vacha, manasa, body, speech, and mind. At that time, we can hear the voice of the Lord. Because at that time, I'm perfectly aligned with perfect frequency, divine frequency with the Lord. Otherwise, no, I'm not aligned. Therefore, for us, the important point is that Lord has already given us instructions in Vedic scriptures. And when those have to be explained to lame people like us who don't know, or illiterate people like us who don't know anything when it comes to Sanskrit, representatives of the Lord will come to explain. And they will explain the way it is given in scriptures. Therefore, this triangle is very important in spiritual life. Guru, Sadhu means the previous sadhus, and Shastra, the Vedic scriptures. Vedic scriptures are always at the top. The previous acharyas have explained that, and the current guru will explain what the sadhus have told and what the scriptures are saying. Never ever it will happen that the current guru will speak something which violates what the previous acharyas have told and what the scriptures are saying. That person cannot be called as guru. Yes. Therefore, Lord has already given us instructions. And you know what? By following these instructions, our heart will become purified of all the contaminations, all those impurities, and finally we'll be able to hear the voice of the Lord. But still we should be very, very cautious. We should try to match that with the scriptures and see if it is really valid according to scriptures. ऐसे कभी नहीं होगा that Lord will give some instruction that is against scriptures. Never is going to happen like that. So instructions from within and the instructions present without in the form of scriptures, they have to match. It cannot be different. See, this funda, if people understand very clearly, no one can cheat them. No so-called bogus personality, no one so-called guru, a bogus personality can cheat them. Not possible. Since fundas are not clear, therefore all these problems will come. There was one lady who came to me and she started saying that there is an incarnation who has taken birth in so-and-so place, and he has told that this part of the scripture is not correct and he has corrected it. I said, stupid lady, you're getting cheated. And you know what she said? No, I know what's right. He's right. Therefore, Prabhupada used to say, till the point people are ready to get cheated, cheaters will always be available. And who are those people who are ready to get cheated? Who don't understand these different subject matters. As simple as that. So all these different concepts are very clear now. How Lord is the seer, how Lord sanctions our desires, how is Maheshwara, how He is maintainer, how is Supreme Master, how is Supreme Enjoyer. It's pretty clear. Lord is there in the heart as Paramātmā. But there is another very important concept related to Paramātmā where people most of the time mistake in the understanding. They say that once we get liberated, Atma will become Paramātmā. After hearing the long description that I gave today about Paramatma's function, do you think this is possible? Can Atma become Paramātmā? This is nonsense. And people say also, जैसे एक नदी बहते बहते समुद्र में मिल जाती है, उसी तरह आत्मा परमात्मा में विलीन हो जाते हैं. What nonsense. What nonsense. How can we become Paramātmā? How is that possible? But then, you know what? As I already said in the start of the class, we are here to enjoy. We are here to replace God. And therefore, when we hear all these concepts, misconceptions, we love it. I can become God? What should I do? During Prabhupada's time, there was one person in the West who would say that in 6 months I'll make you God. And a lot of people will go there paying money. Lot of people will go there. Can you imagine how stupid people are? Only because this concept is not clear. So always remember this, that spirit soul and supreme spirit are always different individuals. Even after liberation, even when the spirit soul breaks the cycle of birth and death, he continues to remain an individual and he continues to serve the Supreme Lord. He will never merge into the Lord. Not possible. Not possible. He can never, a Bindu can never become Sindhu. Please remember this. We are infinitesimal. We infinitesimal entities, we cannot become infinite. Please remember this point. Very, very important. So at the end, after understanding all these concepts, okay, let me ask you all. When someone understands about Paramātmā, and a higher to the understanding is realization. If someone realizes Paramātmā, tell me what are the benefits that the person will get? Let me hear from you. If someone realizes that Paramātmā is there in my heart, he becomes humble. That's a very wonderful point. He becomes humble. Looking at all the wonderful activities that those are happening around under the direction of Paramātmā. What else?
He will not overthink about what is going on.
What is that? He?
Overthinking.
Oh, he'll not overthink. Okay, he'll not overthink. He'll be peaceful. Okay.
He sees God everywhere.
He sees God everywhere. There's a very beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita. Please repeat. I think this is chapter 5, shloka 18. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. So a person who is realized this very important concept about Paramātmā, he will see all the living entities on the same platform. Because he sees that all of them have been awarded a body by whom? The same Paramātmā. And the same Paramātmā is there in each and every heart of each and every living entity. Even if he's Brahmana, or he's a dog, or a dog eater, or an elephant, all of them, they have different bodies, but Paramātmā and Jivatma are there in the heart. Paramātmā is there. Therefore, a Uttam Adhikari, a very great devotee, pays obeisance even to an ant. This Paramātmā is there in the ant. Can you imagine that? So that's a very wonderful point. That is equal vision towards all living entities. Where you understand, oh, Lord is present in each and every living entity. Yes. So now when that vision comes, can you imagine what will the dealings of the person? Will he ever hurt anyone? Will he harm anyone? And if everyone becomes like that, oh, this place will be Vaikuntha. This place will be Vaikuntha. That's a wonderful point. Anything else? What happens when someone realizes or understands the wonderful aspect of Paramātmā?
He will seek spiritual growth.
Okay. He'll surrender unto the Lord, understanding this. He wants to advance in spiritual life. Yes, that's very nice. Because his heart will be filled with gratitude for the Lord. For everything, that he has been doing. And he'll just say that, oh Lord, this life is for you. Bas, mujhe aur kuch nahi chahiye. I want to serve you now. Many times people say that I'm very fearful in life. If you realize that Lord is there with you always, where's the question of fear? Where's the question of loneliness? Therefore, those great souls in the past who would live in the forest to do tapasya, even the tiger is passing by, a python is just slithering away, they would not be fearful. Because they know Paramātmā is there in the heart of the tiger, he is there in my heart also. Only if Paramātmā instructs him to eat me up, then only he'll come and harm me. Oh, ekdam peaceful rehta, ekdam chilled out. Ekdam chilled out. But look at the insecurities that we people have in our hearts. Why? We are not realized souls. We have not understood the concept very properly about Paramātmā. Second, when always there is 24/7 CCTV recording going on, can someone do any sinful activity, any abominable activity? It is so funny, लोग छुप छुप के पाप करते हैं. किससे छुप रहे हो? There's a very nice pastime. A guru called all the disciples and सबको एक एक केला दिया उन्होंने, banana. And he said that all of you go and eat in a place where no one is watching you. So all the students went, and one by one they started coming. And successfully, almost all of them, they ate the banana. And they said, Guruji, मैं वहाँ छुप के खाया, किसी ने नहीं देखा, वहाँ छुप के खाया. There was only one student who came, and he said that I couldn't eat the banana. He said, why? You couldn't find a place which was in seclusion where no one was able to see? He said, every place Paramātmā is there and he's watching. That's called understanding. We might say that I'm astic. See, all of us sitting here in the temple, we might say that I'm astic. I believe in Shastra. I believe in God. But are we still committing sinful activities? If we are committing sinful activities, it means I don't believe that Paramātmā is watching me. And where do I get information that Paramātmā is watching me? From Bhagavad Gita. Upadrishta Anumanta. So it means I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita also. Arey Baba. Astik hai ki nastik? Just think about it. Just think about it. Therefore, if we realize about Paramātmā, we'll never commit any abominable activity. We'll stay pure. We'll stay pure. Very, very important. So in this way, the person becomes fearless. He'll be free from lonely feelings. He'll never commit any abominable activity. He'll have equal vision towards everyone. And he'll be filled with gratitude for the Lord. In this way, after understanding all these different details of Paramātmā, each and every sadhaka, each and every spiritual practitioner should think about this. Let me do what Paramātmā wants me to do. And how will I get to know? From scriptures. Let me allow him to control me. The way Arjuna allowed Krishna to control the chariot of his life, similarly, that person who has realized, or at least he is understanding these different concepts given in Gita, he will give the ropes of his chariot of life to the Lord. Oh Lord, you control. You control me completely. And such a person will always think of advancing in bhakti. Always. And he knows it very well. I'll be able to advance in bhakti only by following the instructions of the Lord. Let me implement Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam in my day-to-day life. He'll take it up very seriously. And at the same time, when he realizes so much Lord is doing for me as my eternal parent, lifetime after lifetime, he is the one. Just imagine, we are there in this human form, therefore we have so many people calling themselves as friends, family members and so on. And say next life, we are supposed to get a hog's body, a pig's body. Will the same people around, they will keep that pig at home? Oh, kitna sundar pig hai. Yes? They'll just shoo us away. Shoo us away. But you know what? Lord is the only one. When we leave the body to enter the body of a pig because of our papa karmas, still Lord comes with us even into the body of a pig. To make it more emphatic, Lord is ready to come, or Lord comes with us into the body of the worm, which is there in the stool of the living entities. Of maybe you can say the pig stool. That worm who is there in that stool, Lord is ready to come in that worm's body also. So when we understand all this, then naturally a person's heart should be filled with gratitude for that eternal parent. That this life is meant for your service, O Lord. You're so merciful, you're doing so much for me. This life is for you. I will do bhakti for your pleasure. So these are the different things that practically we are supposed to do to reciprocate with all that our Lord is doing for us. This is the entire aspect that we discussed today about Paramātmā, the director in our heart. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.